Hi, in this video I will talk about the story in the Quran, and this is a Qasas Surah. Actually, it is a story surah, history surah, and we will to compensate those who were oppressed on earth and to turn them into leaders and make them the inheritors, and to establish them on earth and to give Para, Haman, and their troops a taste of their own medicine. We inspired Moses' mother, nurse him, and when you fear for his life, throw him into the river, without fear or grief. We will return him to you, and will make him one of the messengers. Pharaoh's family picked him up, only to have him lead the opposition and to be a source of a grief for them. That is because Pharaoh, Haman, and their troops were transgressors. So we show that how believing is very important, and it also talks about the God's law that and God's choose, and we remember the verse in the Quran. It mentions um, the relationship between leaders and corruption as well. Um, Pharaoh's wife said, "This can be a joyous find for me and you. Do not kill him, for he may be of some benefit for us, or we may adopt him to be our son." They had no idea. The mind of Moses' mother was growing so anxious that she almost gave away his identity. But we strengthened her heart to make her a believer. She said to his sister, "Trace his path." She watched him from afar, while they didn't perceive. We forbade him from accepting all the nursing mothers, then said, "I can show you a family that can raise him for you and take good care of him." So we see that she is actually know it, and thus we restored him to his mother, in order to please her, remove her worries, and to let her know that God's promise is the truth. However, most of them do not know. When he reached maturity and strength, we endowed him with wisdom and knowledge. We thus reward the righteous. So God, this is the reward of being righteous in the Quran. When he reached maturity and strength, we endowed him with wisdom and knowledge. It is the Musa, and he is being good and consistently believing God, and God is leading him to the beautiful future. So we see that God knows it from the beginning, and God controls everything. In the Quran, we see this consistently. Once he entered the city unexpectedly, without being recognized by the people. He found, so do you know the story? He found two men fighting. One was possibly a Hebrew, and it's in the parentheses, and the other was Egyptian from his enemies. The one from his people called on him for help against his enemy. Moses punched him, killing him. He said, "This is the work of the devil. He is a real enemy and a profound misleader." He said, "My Lord, I have wronged my soul. Please forgive me." And he forgave him. He is the forgiver, most merciful. He said, "My Lord, in return for your blessings upon me, I will never be a supporter of the guilty ones." In the morning he was in the city, afraid and watchful. The one who sought his help yesterday asked for his help again. Moses said to him, "You are really a troublemaker." So we see that he learned, he took lesson from his mistake. And before he attempted to strike their common enemy, he said, "Oh Moses, do you want to kill me as you killed the other man yesterday? Obviously you wish to be a tyrant on earth. You do not wish to be righteous." A man came running from the other side of the city, saying, "Oh Moses, the people are plotting to kill you. You better leave immediately. I'm giving you good advice." He fled the city, afraid and watchful. He said, "My Lord, save me from the oppressive people." As he traveled towards Midian, he said, "May my Lord guide me in the right path." When he reached Midian's water, he found a crowd of people watering and noticed two women waiting on the side. He said, "What is that you need?" They said, "We are not able to water until the crowd disperses, and our father is an old man." He watered for them, then returned to the shade, saying, "My Lord, whatever provision you send to me, I am in dire need for it." Soon one of the two women approached him shyly, said, "My father invites you to pay for watering us." When he met him, told him his story, he said, "Have no fear. You have been saved from the oppressive people." One of the two women said, "Oh, my father, hire him. He is the best one to hire, for he is strong and honest." So this is important. So we know that previously I mentioned that it is consistent that he is strong and he was able to kill a man with a punch. And we see that he is strong and he is marriable. So it also makes the story consistent because strong people are more favorable. And we see that he said, "I wish to offer one of my two daughters for you to marry, in return for working for me for 8 pilgrimages. If you make them 10, it will be voluntary on your part. I do not wish to make this matter too difficult for you. You will find me, God willing, righteous." He said, "It is an agreement between me and you. Whichever period I fulfill, you will not be averse to either one. God is the guarantor of what he said." So we see that the agreement includes God, and God is the guarantor of, and and he is a strong and honest person as well. And at that time, that this is the this it seems that females can actually ask for marriage, and this is interesting that it says, "I do not wish to make this matter too difficult for you. You will find me, God willing, righteous." And that's all I want to say in this video, and thanks for watching this video, and hope to see you in the next video.